Hello everybody, it's Pat1 here, and the PlayStation 4 just came out, and along with it, the DualShock 4. What's new? What's exciting about it? Let's get into it. Okay, so the DualShock 4 has tons of new improvements. There's something like 40 improvements to make your gaming experience better. Okay, so the controller itself is both wider and the handles are longer to accommodate to those bigger hand people. Maybe you're talking to a Shrek or maybe like Shaq. They feel like a giant controlling this really small controller, and they made it bigger and longer to accommodate to those bigger fingers. The analog sticks, yeah, that's right, the thing that you click in to run on Call of Duty, they're gonna have little ridges in it, like little analog stick craters. So, you know, you can put your finger in there and you'll have something to grip onto with your finger so it doesn't slip off when you're getting your game sweat on. One of the biggest problems of PlayStation 3's DualShock 3 controller was those L2 and R2 buttons. The DualShock 4 is now better in that aspect. It has a very slight hook at the end, like a gun trigger for you're playing of, you know, stuff like Call of Duty, Killzone and stuff like that. And it's not gonna slip off because you'll have that grip. It's also said that the amount of pressure that you put on them is better too. In the PlayStation 3, you put on a little bit of pressure and something like Need for Speed, you are all the way on the brake. You want a little bit of brake, you apply a little bit of pressure and it actually gives you a little bit of brake. Controller is made out of this new material. Before, it was made out of this plastic material, but now it's made out of this mesh feeling plastic. It's still made out of plastic, but it has like this mesh coating over it. You'll have better control holding a mesh covered controller than you would holding a plastic controller. It has more friction to go through. The blue light bar on the back of the controller basically takes the place of the PlayStation Move. If you have the PlayStation Eye, you could spray robots out of your controller and you could spray champagne, and the rumble motors take a good part in this. The rumble motors are a lot more sensitive. If you turn the controller, you can actually feel each individual robot rumble on your controller, or if you're spraying champagne, the blue bar turns red if you die. Now you know which controller is yours because it's going to be different LED colors. Say it's going to be green or red. It's also probably good for a flashlight on your way to the bathroom. Take your poopies, right? Another cool thing is the touchpad in the front of the screen. It's kind of like a take from the PS Vita. Touchable and it's clickable for lots of different things that you can do with that. You can flick robots off. It's going to be able to do a lot more things in games, I'm sure. Also added a speaker and a microphone to the controller. Good for all those Call of Duty combos that you know that you want to get a part of. All the 13-year-old kids screaming whatever they want, just right there in your controller. So you can talk, and then you can listen to people yell at you in your controller. Now the share button's a new addition to the controller. It's going to let you share everything from photos to achievements to gameplay. It's not going to be a start and a select button anymore. It's now replaced with the options button, which is going to take the place of all of your options. So how are you going to charge this thing? You're going to charge it with a micro USB. I know it was really hard for me to find a mini USB because everything nowadays is run out of micros, and I'm glad they changed over because I got plenty of micros and no minis. You can also use it for PlayStation 3s, although it will be wired and you can't use the PlayStation button, but it does work. Also, it does work for PCs as well. That is all I have to say about that. If I missed anything or you have a question about this, please, the comment section is down below. Like me if you like me, if this information helped you, and subscribe for the latest in tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace. Iris Cyrus. Broccoli.